Hey guys, I figured I was gonna do another review on a couple different things. One is this Beast Treats juice. I talked about it very, very, very briefly in one of my videos going over all the different kits I have, um, but I didn't get to really do it enough justice. So I'm gonna be doing that one out of my Kanger Tech, and then I'm also gonna be talking about, which I've done once or twice already, but I'm gonna be doing it in a different method, a different style. Is the Monarch Citadel, the blue label. It's the blueberry yogurt with banana, that kind of mixture. But I'm going to be dripping it this time on my Mutation RDA with a single coil reading at like zero point 0.3 ohms with cotton bacon, I think it's called, which is great. So I'm going to be burning it off here and doing a little juice review on that because, and this is some things that, I didn't really believe till I tried it either. Dripping definitely brings out different flavors than putting it in a tank. Now, I'm not saying one is better than the other because that's definitely not true. I still prefer tanks. I think dealing with drippers and RDAs and all that is a giant pain in the ass, in my opinion. I mean, people like it, and that's their own route. I prefer tanks. It's basically the lazier way. You just fill it up and you're good to go. But so I'm going to be doing this one first because this one will be a little easier. This is the bottle from Mount Baker Vapor. It's just a clear dropper bottle. Child safety cap has all your information around it. Mount Baker Vapor, I get a lot of my juices through them because people say that, mass-produced juice like this isn't good, blah, 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 blah. It's a load of shit, honestly. Mount Baker Vapor produces great quality juice. Is it high quality, such as things like this? No. But it's only like one step below if you add 4 flavor shots, which I do in all of my juices. So this is 4 flavor shots, 3 milligrams of nicotine. It's Max VG juice, and it's Beast Treats, which is advertised as like almost like your favorite candy, like a Skittles. And that's exactly what it tastes like, which is fantastic. And I never thought vaping Skittles, would be this good, but it is. It's a little 15 milliliter bottle for like $8, which I'm not complaining. 30 mils you can get for like 10 or 11. And then 236 mils are about $35, $40. So either way, I mean, it's a great deal. Now, especially if you're vaping on a budget, this would be the place to order your stuff because, yeah, it may not be high quality and, maybe just get one nice bottle a month, but you can get so much more juice, especially if you're like me and you power through juice. I go through probably 2 tanks or so a day of juice. I mean, it's obnoxious. But with them, I mean, I don't feel so bad doing that to myself because they're inexpensive, but they also have great quality and some of the best customer service I've ever had. So without further ado, I'm going to be vaping it at 37 watts. It's reading at 0.6 volts. Oh, my bad. 4.7 volts and 0.6 ohms. It's a Max VG juice. Give it a couple more. I haven't even vaped yet today. It's like my first vape of the day. Okay. So other than, since I already have dry mouth to begin with, okay. For starters, on the inhale, you don't get too much. It's on the exhale where all the magic happens with this juice. It's instead of you can't just say it's one Skittle flavor. Have you ever taken like one of those little fun sized bags of Skittles and you popped them all in your mouth at the same time, chewed them just like that, all mixing together? That's exactly what this tastes like. It's not overly sweet. Like, it's not going to taste exactly like a candy. It has the flavor of it, but not the sweetness of it. It's honestly really good juice, but surprisingly, I don't know if it's just because I have super dry throat right now or what, but it has a little more throat hit than I would like, which is a little shocking for 3 milligram juice. All in all, though, really, really good. Honestly, this is probably one of my top 3 from Mount Baker Vapor. I'm going to be ordering the Guar line of fluids soon because I do want to give all those a shot and see how those are. I'm going to be ordering the Gizmoglobin, which is a vanilla nut custard kind of thing. And then I'm going to order the German chocolate beefcake, which is like chocolate and coconut. So those are like the two, because I'm not big on melons or anything like that. So those are my favorites. Back to the point. So now we're going to be dripping some Monarch Citadel, which is blueberries, yogurt, and banana. And I'm going to be putting it on my Mutation RDA. Reading at, it's a single coil 24 gauge Kanthal, about 5 wraps. And it reads at about 0.3. So we're going to put, a couple drops there on the cotton. The Bacon Bits cotton, or whatever it's called. I honestly don't have any, but my friend just gave me some to try. Really, really good. Holds the flavor very well. Doesn't, deteriorate too quickly. It's great. Great stuff. Let's give this a shot. My button's wonky. There we go. So dripping this juice, excuse me, it brings out a lot more of the banana. I feel when you put it in a tank, like when I was vaping it out of this, I got a lot of the blueberry and the yogurt and just the creaminess of it, but I didn't really get almost any banana. You would almost have to really try to taste it, and you would. And here, it's almost just as flavorful as the blueberry, which is different. I mean, I like it, don't get me wrong, but let's give it a couple more. My button's all wonky. I need to get a new mod. Yeah, it brings out just a ton more of the banana. I mean, it's still creamy, but adds a little more throat hit when you drip it. Which on some of my other friends' drippers, I haven't experienced that, so maybe it's just the juice, maybe it's a dripper, I don't know. But I mean, it definitely tastes different, and that's the whole idea. So if you do both, you do tank vaping, drippers, whatever, your preference, because I mean, my preference is tanks, just a lazy man's way of doing it, I guess you could say. I don't know. I really enjoy this more in a tank, but you can put it in a dripper and you'll get different tastes. And that goes for any of your juices. It'll bring it out depending on what kind of cotton you're using, what kind of wire and what gauge and what ohm it's reading at, and what RDA. I mean, they're all very different. I mean, I had a friend that tried this juice of mine. He put it on his, and he was dripping it on a dog V2. And he said all he could taste was banana and cream. He couldn't taste blueberry at all, which is very weird because blueberry is a predominant flavor in here. It's like the most head honcho flavor. So, I mean, it's all on what you use it on. You'll get a different taste. And it also depends on your flavor palette to begin with, because some people just don't like things and some people do. And I'll give you one more pull of the Beast Treats by Mount Baker Vapor. Certainly check them out. Big shout out for having great customer service. Great prices, helping out people trying to vape out of budget, because it's obviously not easy. And they've been keeping it, honestly, they're the best company. I love going through them. Whenever I can order from them, I'm super stoked, because I know that I will get the best service I can. So definitely check out Mount Baker Vapor. They just moved their company to Arizona from Washington. So give them, maybe a couple extra days if they're on their delivery, because they're still trying to get their whole place set up. And they're just awesome to begin with. Like I said, you can't beat that for, $7 for 15 mil. 15 mil of higher end juice goes for like 10 or 11. So, the last thing I'm going to talk about, though, is steeping. Let your juices breathe. All I do when I get my Mount Baker Vapor juices is I take off the blue cap, I take this off, I put it somewhere where the kids can't get it, and I literally let it sit in a dark room like this for 15 mil, about 2-3 days. Really brings out the flavor. You cap it again, you shake it up, and you are good to go. Can you vape it as soon as you get it? Of course. It's not going to taste as good, though. With their bigger juices, like the 30 mils, I usually go 4 or 5 days. With the 236 mils, I go about 2 weeks. I let them sit at least one, and then I shake them up and I'll vape them. But as I'm vaping them, I still let them breathe. I still let them sit open, and trust me, it makes a world of difference, and especially in your Mount Baker vapor juices, because they don't wait to steep them and send them to you, because then delivery time would be a lot longer, which I do appreciate. Because I mean, you can still fill up a tank and then just leave this open when you're waiting, and it'll steep as you're already vaping a tank. So it works out great. So shout out to Mount Baker Vapor. Check them out. They're just great prices, great customer service. You email them, they'll get back to you in like an hour or two. They have a live chat that's usually always up. Just fantastic company. Can't believe this button's broken. And check out my favorite juice line, Monarch Supreme E-Juice. They got the Warden, which is like a kiwi strawberry tart. They got the Prince, which is some cereal flavors. And they got Citadel, which is blueberry yogurt and banana. So certainly thank you for tuning in. And I'll be coming back around Christmas time to drop another video on I Heart Donuts, because I got that coming. And I'll be looking further into the specs of the eLeaf iJust 2 to be posting that for all of you wondering about that as well. And hopefully I'll be ordering my Mad Hatter RDA soon so I can drip some other liquids and give those a shot. Thank you for watching.